my name is Anne-Marie. Welcome to lesson 10 of how to play the saxophone for complete beginners. Playing by ear. We focused a lot on reading music, but I also want to talk about playing by ear because I know that some of you want to really focus on that. Now, in the last lesson, I taught you how to play Happy Birthday for You in the key of C major. And to do the next thing, you need to be able to play that. So if you haven't learned to play that yet, go back to the previous lesson, which was lesson 9, and make sure you know how to play it. Now what you can see here on the screen is the music for Happy Birthday to You in the key of C. Now here's another version of it, but this time it has some numbers on them. What do these numbers mean? I'll tell you. These numbers relate to the intervals, which mean the position of the note in the scale. So in the scale of C major, C is number 1, or what you call the root note. D is the second note, E is the third, F is the fourth, G is the fifth, A is the sixth, B is the seventh, and C is the root again, but 1 octave higher. So now let's return to the sheet music of Happy Birthday to You with the numbers on. If you sing the song using interval numbers, it would sound like this. 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, 7, 5, 5, 6, 5, 2, 1, 5, 5, 5, octave 5, 3, 1, 7, 6, 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. Now I'm not asking you to think of every song that you learn in numbers, but what I do want you to do is think in terms of intervals. And that's how I always think when I learn a song. And if you do that, you'll start to be able to work out how to play a song by ear without sheet music. It's a lot easier. So, I've got some exercises for you to do. The first thing I want you to do is just remember that the song in the key of C starts on the 5th note of the scale, which is a G. So if you were playing the song in the key of G or using the scale of G major, the song would start on the 5th note of G major, which is a D. And for you, it would be your low D, with all your fingers on no octave key. So here's the next thing I want you to do. Do you think you can work out how to play Happy Birthday to You in the key of G major, starting on a low D? Now I've been a bit kind to you. Here's the song in intervals at the bottom. Pause the video and see if you can work out how to play it. How did you get on? Now if you're struggling or this isn't your thing, don't worry, I'll give you the notes in the next lesson. But if you want to continue with this and you want a bit more of a challenge, here's another one. In the key of D major, using the D major scale, you'd start again on the 5th note of the scale, which is an A, as you see written here. Can you work out how to play it? Pause the video and have a go. And remember, don't worry if you can't get it. I'll give you the answers in the next lesson. How to play the note B flat. Now, before we carry on, just a thing about cymbals. You already know the natural cymbal and the sharp cymbal. Well, this is the flat cymbal. Now, to play the note B flat, there are actually 3 different ways that you can play the note B flat on your saxophone. The most common way, and the way that most beginners learn, is what I'm going to show you. And it's quite easy. You use your A position, so you play your note A like this. You all know how to do that. We're doing it without the octave key. Okay? Now, your right hand will need to press this button here. And if you look closely, there are 3 buttons, 3 keys. And this is the one you need to press. And you do it with this part of your hand right here. You're using the side of your right hand, and also the keys are at the side of the saxophone, so they're known as side keys. Now practice taking the side of your hand on and off that side key. Now listen to the note A without touching the side key. Sounds like this. And when I add the side key, it now sounds like this. That gives me the note B flat. Here's the A. Here's the B flat. Here's the A. Here's the B flat. And if you put the octave key on, it will be the same, just an octave higher. And this is what they sound like on a tenor saxophone. How to play the F major scale. Now you know how to play your B flat, you can learn a new scale, the F major scale. So we're starting off with our low F, no octave key obviously, F, then G, then A, keep your fingers down for the A. Now add your side key, that's B flat. Now this may feel a bit tricky, this next bit, but it's not if you practice it obviously. From your B flat, you go to your C. B flat to C. So you might want to practice that a few times. B flat to C. Then from your C, you go up to your D with the octave key, E and F. And going down or descending, F, E, D, C, B flat, A, G, F. So you may want to practice moving between the B flat and the C. Even better still, the A to the B flat to the C, to the B flat to the A to the B flat to the C. Do that a few times just to get used to it. A, B flat, C, B flat, A, B flat, C, B flat, A, B flat, C. This is what the scale sounds like on an alto saxophone. And this is what the scale sounds like on a tenor saxophone. Now pause and practice. Playing the blues in the key of G, part 2. Now, we've already covered playing some basic blues already, so we're going to take it a bit further now that you've learnt the note B flat, and you'll see how we're going to use it. I'm going to show you 3 basic melodic patterns, and you're going to learn them off by heart and use them along with your G major or G mixolydian scale to improvise when playing the blues. B flat to B natural, back to B flat to A to G, B flat to B natural to B flat to A to G. I'll do that one more time. B flat, B natural, back to B flat, to A, to G. Get used to that and do it without blowing at first. Now you can even hear the fingers on the pads moving, on the notes. So you don't even need to play it. And I'm playing it in a swing rhythm. Da, 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 da. This is what it sounds like on an alto sax. I'll do that again. And this is what it sounds like on a tenor sax. Now pause and practice. Here's another pattern. So what I'm doing there is I'm going from my B flat to my B natural and then putting the octave key on to play my D. B flat, B natural to D. B flat to B natural to D. You could then, instead of going to the D, go to the G. To the D, to the G. That's what it sounds like on an alto. And this is what it sounds like on a tenor. Now pause and practice. Now here's another pattern, not using the B flat, but using our F natural. Now remember, when we were playing in the key of G major, we use an F sharp. But when we use the G mixolydian scale, we don't play the F sharp, we play the F natural. So here's a simple pattern. F with the octave key, E, F, E, D. I'll do that again. F, E, F, E, D. That's what it sounds like on an alto. And this is what it sounds like on a tenor. Now pause and practice. And now you're going to play along with me. What we're going to do is we're going to put all three patterns together and we're going to play it over a backing track. And the way we'll do it is I'll do it first and then you'll do it. So I will say my turn, I'll play it. Then I'll say your turn and I'll still play it, but you play over me or along with me. Does that make sense? Okay, now before we start, what I need you to do is learn those three patterns off by heart. Because when you're playing the blues, you don't really read from sheet music. So I want you to learn those three patterns off by heart before you start this next bit. You'll first hear the alto sax version and then you'll have the tenor sax version. And you may want to just watch and listen to them both before you start, as I do different things in each improvisation. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. And now it's your turn. your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to improvise. I'm basically going to play the G Mixolydian scale, as you've already been taught, but I'm going to throw in those patterns, mix them up, play them in different orders, and just mix it up and see what it sounds like. And I want you to have a listen to what I do, and then you're going to go away and practice it yourself. Okay? 1, 2, 3. My turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to improvise. I'm basically going to play the G Mixolydian scale, as you've already been taught, but I'm going to throw in those patterns, mix them up, play them in different orders, and just mix it up and see what it sounds like. And I want you to have a listen to what I do, and then you're going to go away and practice it yourself. Okay? I really enjoyed working with you today, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. So until then, bye bye.